Now, it seems that police and some other organisations are planting seeds to excuse future behaviours. I've already said in many videos that the police's use of mental health issues in an attempt to absolve them of their crimes is pathetic, grossly untrue, and an abhorrent insult to those of us with real mental health issues. If it's not that, then something clearly needs to be done about the psychologically unstable people working within the police. Well, now there's a report by Portsmouth University into the risks posed to the mental health of police who investigate online child porn, which I'm sure will no doubt be brought up in mitigation for the next bunch of youngster abusing blue line psychotics. I mean, what better way to mitigate your actions than with a university study that will likely persuade a judge to go easy on you? Not that a judge needs a reason to go easy on a police child abuser. Researchers at the University of Portsmouth and Solent University explored moral injury amongst child exploitation investigators and interviewed police officers from 2 constabularies during a 12-month-long study. The CREST, Centre for Research and Evidence on Security Threats funded project, asked questions relating to motivations for beginning the role, any personality changes, always, prior trauma, difficulties relating to their current role, coping mechanisms, moral decision making, and use of professional support. Professor Peter Lee, Director of Security and Risk Research and Innovation, said, "We found that law enforcement professionals who investigate child exploitation can be continually exposed to traumatising visual images in their jobs for years on end. This makes them particularly vulnerable to moral injury, PTSD, anxiety, depression, and secondary trauma." Speaking ahead of the launch of the report, Professor Lee added, "Investigating online child sex crime is an extreme example of regularly and repeatedly witnessing acts that transgress the moral frameworks of those involved. This study is important to find out more about the causes and consequences of moral injury against these police investigators to enhance support in the future." Researchers found that some individuals were distressed by their current role. This was a consequence of repeatedly experiencing intrusive thoughts and images with overwhelming workloads and timeframes. The study suggests ways to improve management of the psychological distress of viewing indecent images by enhancing current professional support. Police officers are said to rely heavily on family and peer support to help process their distress rather than use the current help available to them. Now, I know that there are some jobs that have a so-called lifespan, jobs that could cause burnout or damage to health if done for prolonged periods of time. And personally, I think that being in the police should be one of those jobs. Not only, I believe, would it stop people who turn joining into cretins like chief constables who have been in the job that long that they've simply given up on doing things properly and instead do what's easiest for them. I believe it would stop the ones who join for the right reasons from picking up on bad habits of those who have given up on the job already. I also believe it would stop the scumbag cops who do bad things from using mental health as an excuse, along with, in my opinion, solving a whole host of other issues within the police, such as them lying and simply doing what it takes to keep their salary and pension, even if it means lying and covering up for misdeeds, crimes, and other more despicable acts carried out on the public. I can assure you, police, that eventually, if you and the courts keep allowing piss-poor sentences for cops who break the law, then we're going to start seeing some private justice being issued against you. And that's not going to be good for anyone. Stop lying. Stop accepting the lies. Stop thinking that we, the public, will continually allow the justice system to benefit those who have once worn a blue costume and simply accept that the punishment is proportionate when clearly it is not. People are going to start fighting back, and I sure as shit wouldn't want to be you when that happens. Trust me, your weapons won't mean shit, and you really need to start thinking about how the public to police ratio is severely not in your favour. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.